Hello, everybody. I am yet again Price McKinney, simply put. And as always, I want to thank you for tuning in and listening. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, simply put by or with Price McKinney. Most importantly, YouTube, simply put with Price McKinney. Um, like, subscribe, watch a video, leave a comment, holler at your boy. So this is this is gonna be the last this is I don't want to do this one, but I have to. This is going to be last of the fishing experience, so to speak. Because again, as I told you in the previous video, I learned a lot of valuable lessons just from fishing. So today's title is "Stay on the Boat." Tell today would tell them, "Stay on the boat." Now, let me say this from the onset, okay? And I'm saying this now because when I get into where I'm going, you'll get it. For some of us, and I'm a witness. I'm a witness. For some of us, the relationship that we're in, um, or the person we're with, the person is a part of the process. Well, what's the process? I can't tell you that, but there comes a point when you, my friend, you got to make a decision because the person you're with is not your permanent. They're part of the process. And you may have to, unfortunately, you may have to get to the point where you have to make a very difficult decision. And if it comes to that, this is something people don't want to talk about and deal with. I don't want to do it either, but I'm going to because I've lived it. There comes a point where the problems you're having and the issues that are within your relationship have become unbearable, right? And you have touched the zero, as in zero. That's goose egg. Zero. Not Zorro, zero. Not hero, zero. You have no peace whatsoever. There's no point of reconciliation. There's you're at the point of no return. You're like it. You get it. And I understand that if you've been, this is what I'm gonna say to you. If you've exhausted all of your resources, if you've done everything possible that you could possibly do, everything possible that you could possibly do, and nothing is changing, there's no attempt of effort, there's no trying, there's no nothing. Player, you got a decision to make. So I said that now so that when I get into this, you'll get it. So the second day we were on the trip, right? I'll be flat footed honest because I'm still new to this type of fishing. It's called troll fishing. I did not think just, and nobody told me this, is just what I thunk. You follow me? It's just what I thunk. Um, the wind was winding, it was blowing, and the wind was blowing. The water was choppy. The freaking boat was bouncing. There were a few times, literally, the boat freaking popped a willy. Pow, pow, and I'm like, okay, Houston, we have a problem. Um, then at times it was just rocking, just pow, pow, and I mean, it was literally turning at an angle on both sides, and I'm like, what in the world are we doing on the water? Why are we not headed back to shore? The one thing I had sense enough to know, as retarded as I can be at times, the one thing I had sense enough to know, do not get off the boat, because the boat is your safe place. Okay. Had I jumped off and gotten into the water with no life jacket, because I didn't have one, with what we were doing, that didn't really need it. Had I got off the boat into the water, then the problems become even greater. Why? Because now I am literally even though I've got fat flubber and I can float. Okay. I've got plenty of fat flubber and I can float. I become at the mercy of whatever the wind and the water decides to do with me. So I stayed on the boat. It was challenging. It was times I'm like, is the water going? Because I went down, down in the cabin of the boat. I'm like, is the water going to bust through the windows? Is what's going to happen? Because I've never went through this. But again, the one thing I knew, stay on the boat. Now, here was the crazy part. Okay. We literally, I have pictures to prove it. We literally caught more fish and bigger fish under those conditions versus the calm of the day before. I can't explain it. It made no sense. The math was not and still is not mathing. Okay. It just ain't. However, I got evidence of it. We caught more and bigger fish under those conditions than we did when the wind and the weather was calm. It makes no sense to me. So what is it? All of that got to do with the price of tea in China. Your relationship is going to hit pockets where your boat is bouncing. It's the wind is rocking you back and forth, and it's going to look like this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna last. This is entirely too much. Those are the moments for you, ma'am. Those are the moments for you, sir, to anchor down and deal with what you're dealing with. Yes, it's going to happen. Life is going to happen to everybody. Saved, unsaved, full of hell, full of the Holy Ghost. Your relationship will be tested. Even if God put the two of you together, it is still going to be tested. Nobody is exempt from life. Okay? Nobody. I don't care how saved you are. I don't care how much Bible you know. All the above. Life is going to be life. That just is what it is. None of us can escape that. From the holiest to the one full of hell. It's it's the same. Nobody's exempt. How we deal with it is different, but nobody's exempt. So what I'm saying to you is simple. It's very simple. It's difficult to do. It's difficult to deal with, but this part of it is simple. Yes, it's easier said than done. I get it. I'm a witness. I know. I get it. But don't be quick to jump and run to whatever looks good or whatever's better just because you hit some problems in your relationship. That's when you figure out, and that's when you see what you and that person are made of. Because if you cannot deal with each other during the hard times, when it gets easy, that ain't gonna matter. Because you have nothing to stand on. You have nothing that has built the relationship. You have nothing that has made you stronger. You have nothing that has brought you closer together. So if all you want is the fair weather fishing, that is totally fine. That nothing wrong with that. Do what you do. But if you're looking for a partner, somebody that's going to be with you through the wind and the waves and the boat bouncing, the water slapping, you want somebody that's going to be there and ride it out with you. As they say, you're ride or die. Now, thank God none of us, nothing happened, but you want your ride or die. And those are the moments when the strength and the bond of that relationship is that's when it's made. Not when everything is good. It's when the challenges come. And how you two work together to overcome those challenges, whether it be dealing with kids, whether it be dealing with bills, whether it be somebody lost a job, the car broke down, we ain't got groceries, we ain't got food to eat, somebody's in the hospital, mom is dead, the dog done got ran over, the cat got killed, whatever. Those are the moments when when your relationship is tested. That's what builds the strength and the bond between the two of you. Now, again, as I said in the beginning, if you're at the point where you're at, it's a point of no return. I've tried A, B, C, and D. I done prayed. I done cried. I done cussed. We done fought. We've done all the above, and nothing is changing. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Nothing is changing. You got a decision to make. And I will be the first to tell you, I went through two of them, and I it is one of the worst things I've ever went through. However, if you get to that point and that's what you have to do, then do what you have to do. I don't recommend it. If you've not been through counseling, find you a counselor. If you need to inbox me, I've got a couple of really good ones that can help you. But if you have not been through counseling and that's your last resort, exhaust that. Check with your job. See, I'm pretty sure you probably have an EAP program where all you have is a copay for counseling. They'll probably give you a few of them for free. But I do not recommend, if you can work through it and you can stay on the boat and weather this storm, then I highly recommend it. If you can't, I understand that as well. I'm not your judge. I'm not. It's not my job to say yeah or nay or what kind of person you are. It's not my job. However, everybody is not meant to be with this person. And only you and him and her can figure that out. That is this decision between the two of you, not anybody else. Is it okay to listen to people? Yes, absolutely. Wise counsel is always I trust me, I talk to people. I got people I keep myself accountable to. But again, everybody's not made for everybody. Some people can't handle where you are. You've grown, they've grown, or whatever, or you may have grown apart. Some people, I've heard people say, "Well, I don't believe." You don't have to believe in it. You're not the one dealing with that person every day. It's easy to say what you would do when the shoe is on the other foot. When you're on the outside looking in, it's easy to say what you'll do. But when you're not the one dealing with that particular individual, you can't say that. You just can't. So again, do what you can to work through it. Again, if you can stay on the boat and deal with it, then amen. If you can't, make a decision, but do it wisely. Don't make a rash decision out of emotion. All right. Again, I'm Price McKinney. Simply put, I'm not an expert. I just know what I know. And I promise you, I'll see you soon.